Right everybody, welcome back to another episode of my Fulham career mode here on FIFA 19. So as you can see in the last episode we played quite well. A couple of important results as well we got along the way, which gave us a total of 26 points in the end, pushing into the top 7. As you can see in the last couple of games we did draw 2-2 with Man United, and we had that big win away at Chelsea, which is a very fun episode. So in this episode we're going to play just the 2 games. I don't know, I might do 3 maybe. It might just be, actually no, I think we're going to go the 2. We're going to be I think 2 home games, West Ham at home, Leicester at home, before a trip to St James's Park on the 22nd. Boxing Day clash at home to Wolves before a end of December clash away at Huddersfield, which should be next episode. I'll play all 3 hopefully. I might sim 1 actually and play 2 in that episode before we kick into the January transfer window, which will start with Arsenal away. As you can see, there's a tight run of fixtures coming up. I think it's about, what, 5, 6 in about just over 2 or 3 weeks, and then we've got a couple of weeks rest before Burnley, Spurs and Brighton as well. But when we get into the game, transfer targets will start coming through the next couple of episodes, so we're going to hopefully strengthen the team in January. Look for maybe a winger. I think they can go in their claret and burgundy kit. It's not a colour clash, isn't it? Yeah, so I said that I'm going to try and get winger in, probably try and strengthen the wide areas. I think we're quite weak out there in terms of actually having an out-and-out winger. Apart from the 2 we start with, we don't actually have one. Vietto's a striker, we've got Kamaru's a striker, but he can play out wide as well, but I'm going to look for actual proper left midfielder, or maybe a backup winger who can come in, maybe off the bench, add a bit of pace, dynamic, and a bit more, just to add to the ranks really. And we might try and go for a nice pre-contract player as well, maybe. There's a couple in mind who I've got. Love this feature, it's really good, the whole new style of keepy ups, it's really cool. Shows the ground half empty as well, which I do like. I like this whole thing this year, it's good. See, Craven Cottage, a sunny Craven Cottage in December. It's like late afternoon, really, isn't it? Sunset there. Before the sun goes in, it gets cold. So yeah, see, this has got to be patched for the next update, or the main update. It's got to be patched really. It can't be a thing. Which is a bit disappointing, really. You really would have thought they'd have done their research on that, wouldn't they? It's disappointing, really. Ourselves and West Ham, although we've got a better goal difference with a +7 compared to their +3. Liverpool sitting 9th, so we're doing okay. I mean, I think that's Anguissa with his gloves on, typical. But I don't want to skip it, because I don't want to. Oh, I skipped the intro, yeah. I have. Okay, right, mate, right. Okay, I've accidentally skipped that. Didn't mean to do that. Right, okay, our team lineups there. West Ham are going Fabianski in goal, Matt Lowton at right back from Burnley, Ogbonna, Fabio Balbueno, Leibold, Sanchez, got Granit Xhaka, wow, Sanchez, Xhaka, Lucas Perez on the right, that's surprising, Lanzini through the middle, Felipe Anderson out left, and Marco Arnautovic going through the middle. Quite a decent side. You can see why they're in. I think why are they in 8th? So you can easily see that. I lagged a bit there. I do apologise. But yeah, you can see why they are doing quite well in terms of actual positioning. Just fiddling about the old preset tactics there, just trying to make sure we get the right tactics ahead for the game. But yeah, as I said, you can see why they're sitting there. They're a good little side, West Ham. On a little bit of a revival in real life as well. My God, that's terrible right over the top there. But they are on a little bit of a revival in real life, as I said. 4 points now after a shocking start already suggests. But they're probably going to do okay this year, I think. And they can easily cause us a few problems here if we're not on our A game. See, our fullbacks are like the fullbacks are press high. It's a problem if we get caught out of the back. So, odd comes West Ham again. We've got enough there to deal with that one, Seri. Oh my God, what's going on here? Interception, great save Rico. He's been a very good goalkeeper for me in this series. Although he's only on loan, I will look to pick him up on a permanent next season, I think, because I don't really see another goalkeeper coming in to do a better job than him. One of a header goes wide. Right, I'm going to try and play out from the back here. Typical Fulham style here, out from the back, playing good football. That's it, spread it wide, that's it. Well done, Fossey Mensah. It's been a revelation at right back for me, is Timothy. Apart from that pass there. But yeah, he's been a good player for me. And then Mawson. I love that lovely little bit, nice cheeky back heel there, that's good. Right, up we go, boys, up we go. Sessignon making a lovely little run inside, but Joe Bryan's got enough pace here, he's going to knock it back inside. That's it, let's take our time with it, there's no rush. Ball into Mitrovic. Lovely little turn, he's going to go back. Oh, that was in! That was a lovely little build-up play. Just taking our time there, I really thought that was in. A good little shot from Kenny. Taking our time there. Nice build-up play, and Anguissa wins the header. That's it. That's better. Oh, West Ham getting a bit fortunate there. Last leg of defensive work. Fossey Mensah's been superb at right back all season. He's been a real star for me. As has Seri, so got me an advantage there, but we don't need it. Mitrovic in the middle. See, West Ham have been a bit more cautious when marking Mitrovic. He's the main man this season. Oh my God, that's a great chance. Like a ninja kick there, really. But as you can see, West Ham are trying to double up with him in terms of trying to stop him from scoring. You can see why. He's a top goal scorer, so they're obviously going to try and mark him out of the game. It's a good little tactic they're using, and so far it's working. That's what we're going to have to be prepared for against these sort of teams similar style to us, similar level to us now. They're going to try and mark our best players out of the game, and we've got to get used to that, as we're going to try and do to their players as well. Maybe offside there, Sessignon. He's got to keep pressing them high, because we seem to be suffocating them with that high press. They can't really get out of their half frequently, but they're knocking it about quite nicely when they do, so we've just got to be a bit careful here. Good challenge from Mawson. Superb last-ditch tackle. We have to get that right as well. If he gets that wrong, it's a straight red and he's off. As you can see, look, Mitrovic, he's coming around 4 or 5 players, and I do like that from West Ham. I think it's quite good of them. It's realistic as well. I do like that, how they're actually marking the star player out of the game. I'm sure if they play like a Chelsea as well, they'll probably do that as well, which is quite cool. It won't be cool if they don't get a win, though. But yeah, coming towards middle part, tail end of the first half now, and it's been an average half. We're playing okay. Just trying to get some rhythm going here, but we just can't. West Ham have been solid at the back. Typical like in real life against Chelsea, they're just getting behind the ball, breaking with numbers too, and just got to be a bit careful here because Joe Bryan's lost the runner of Lucas Perez there, so he's going to try and, that's it, force him back. Typical Pellegrini here, defending well in numbers, but getting forward numbers too, and they're having a couple of little mini chances, but I wouldn't say nothing too good just yet. It's a break at half time, getting at 0-0. We'll see what happens. Comfortable for the keeper. We are going to have to probably try and improve in the second half, so I don't think we can be a bit braver in the final third. And it could be another 0-0 at home. We don't want that. Alright, that is half time. Not the greatest game, really. Have hit the crossbar so far, and West Ham have had a good chance early on in the first half too, but I think it's one of them games where West Ham are probably going to be happy sitting behind it, as most teams are when they come to us, because we like to have our lion's share of the possession, and they've defended well numbers so far. I'm probably going to try and hit us on the counter-attack with their good players and they have on the counter-attack. Right, don't mark up, Rico. Right, West Ham again, look, they're starting to probably come at us now. They're probably starting to play a bit more of a higher press, because they probably could do the points as much as we do really as well, so we might see a bit more of an open half. It's a good pass. Give it now. Well done.
Well, he's been in the game, hasn't he? That's the best.
Yeah, Mitrovic he has, but to be fair, I think Balbuena and Ogbonna have marked him well, so you can't really complain, really.
Hasn't scored, but very nearly did, hitting the woodwork.
Mitrovic, oh, big chance there. He's been living off scraps really up front. West Ham do make a change. Carlos Sanchez coming off, and I don't know who's coming on. Jack Wilshere. They've got some very good midfielders in their squad on this game at the moment now, including the signing of Granit Xhaka. They've got a stacked midfield. That's good.
Oh, time to get the cross now.
It's ball in. Oh, you put your house on Mitrovic to bang that in there, but he didn't.
Back on the ball.
Oh, well, untypical Seri there.
In behind the defenders.
Oh, if that had come off, you'd have put your house on. Again, Mitrovic getting on the end of that because that was right in his head. We're going to probably look to make a change of our own, I think, at the moment. Maybe get a bit more pace on that right-hand side. Schürrle's done okay, but he's just, it's not really done fantastically well this season for me. He's okay, but he loses the ball in parts, and we need a winger. That's definitely where we're going to need to strengthen. We need a bit more of a pacer winger who's going to take players on and actually don't lose the ball. That's terrible defending there. We've totally given that up softly.
West Ham have given it away.
A chance to get a few more bodies forward, but we need to be a bit more braver in the final third because we're not doing that at the moment. The crowd are urging us on here, and rightly so. We could do with their support.
Probing away, trying to find room for a shot, maybe. Now the possibility for a cross.
Again, the pass ain't great.
Great organisation to get possession back after being under pressure for some time. Schürrle. To put them in front.
There's Mitrovic. Get in there. Come on. 11th of the season. Boom. He's had a quiet half, a quiet game to be fair. I must admit, West Ham, as I said time and time again, have marked him out of the game really well. And they've been a tough nut to crack, but when you're a world-class striker like himself, you do get that goal. 11th of the season now. Kamara's coming on at the right time as well. This could be a good result. I've seen talking about the difficulty in the comments, people saying well, maybe upgrade to Ultimate, maybe next season, because at the moment Legendary, I'm not beating them quite comprehensively, it's quite inconsistent for me to beat Legendary. Yes, you can see I'm not whipping it like 7-8-0, the games are quite tight, so for the time being, I think for a good season, then I will look to upgrade it next year. Next season, I mean not next game obviously. But yeah, for the time being I'm okay on Legendary, I think it's more my level, without, you know, it's a good ball. Kamara, freshly on, wants to run at people. Oh, that weaving in and out, he likes to run at people, right, okay. Midfielders, I'm probably going to get Johansson on. We're going to try and shut out the win now. And, yeah, I think we'll... Antonio, yeah, go on. I don't know. Vieto or Antonio, right, let's chuck on Antonio. Vieto will get a spin in the next game. We're going to have to rotate with the short turnover of time before our next game. So we are going to have to rotate a bit. Double substitution. Imitrovic, he's done his job. He's come on, he's got his goal. Let's try and hold out here. That'll be a good win. West Ham have got an extra pair of legs here now.
Here's a chance to go down the outside of the opposition.
Big Frank there, doing the job. Marshalling that back line very well.
It's going to be a change for West Ham coming up. The noise levels have gone up even more. And the scenario remains the same.
Fossey Mensah's made that lovely little run inside there. If I had just got him in there, we'd have been in. Got to keep our back line shut down here. Keep it on lockdown. A couple of few minutes. Right, okay, the middle here. I don't know what's going on.
Still got a bit to do, but
get up. Get right up, you dickhead.
Put it in the box from here. Well, just over 84 minutes gone. 6 minutes left on my watch.
Got to do roll this ball here. That's thank God we had Mikel Antonio in there.
Chambers. Zambo and Gisa.
So let's get it wide.
Everyone wanting the ball,
keep it.
Is great for the team that are
let's run this clock down now. Look, West Ham are going to try and come at us, but we can just afford to just knock it into the space. Okay, Schürrle got man of the match. Don't really understand quite why he did, but I'm just going to try and run the clock down now. Just keeping the ball. Bit of clever play here from Fulham. We're just going to look to try and just see ourselves across the line. How many minutes left? 2 minutes left. That should be 3 points hopefully in the bank and guaranteed. I mean, West Ham ain't surprisingly doing much to try and shut us down here. So it's going to... It's in 3 points. Well, West Ham didn't have to, you know, we knew what we had to do there. Just basically keep the ball towards the end. Mitrovic bagging the winning goal, and we do take another big 3 points. I'm surprised at West Ham. Towards the end of the game, you think they're going to come out and press you, really press, but instead it was easy to knock the ball around that final, what, 8 or so minutes, and to really keep the ball. And it's another big 3 points. We're moving into the top 5, I think, now. I don't understand quite how. We're not Bournemouth one beat Wolves 3-2. It's a good game. A couple of scores come up there, but to be fair, I don't understand really how. But we're doing so well. Rico says thanks for showing me so much faith. Well, to be fair, he's done really well this season. He's saved a couple of penalties. He's made himself look big in a number of games. Still sitting 6th, so we're not really anywhere near that top 4 yet. I wouldn't say we're going to be knocking on the door anytime soon, really. I might look to change a couple of players to train. I think Mitrovic, I don't need to train him right yet. I don't think he's finishing in attack position is good, so for the time being I think he'll be okay. Matt O'Reilly's going well. Bettinelli I don't think we need to train just yet. His stats are looking okay. Steven Session I'm going to keep in, and I think Mawson might drop out. We might bring a couple of the young lads through again. But as you can see, we're sitting 6th with a good record there. 8 games, we've won 8, we've drawn 5, lost 3. We only scored 22, so it's not great really, is it? 22 out of 16. It's not fantastic, but anyway, have Cardiff won a game yet? No, they still haven't. Wow. They're basically gone, aren't they, really? Cardiff are down as far as I'm concerned. But the main shock is Arsenal. Look at that, 15th in the league. But, you know, there's only 2 relegation spots everyone's still playing for, really, now. I think we've got top of the table Leicester coming up now, which is going to be hard. I mean, they're sitting top of the league for a reason. And if we got risk of losing 4 players, okay, I'll sort that out in the next episode when the contracts do come up. Who is it, anyway? Aite, Johansson, Adoy and Woodrow. Right, okay, Woodrow will just let go. Fortunately, we're not going to play Matt O'Reilly. He's used for the cup game. Johansson will sort a contract out of him next episode, really, or might do it off camera. Quick checking the table. Where are Leicester at the moment? They're top, aren't they? No, Leicester are 3rd, sorry, okay. So we're only, what, couple of points off them. A couple of points off 3rd and only a handful off top as well. So if we can win this game. How much team's fitness at the moment? Team fitness ain't great, but Actually, I'm going to make a few rotations, and actually, if the team fitness ain't great, we are going to rotate. Start Kamara out wide. Yeah. Look, don't know. Chambers and Mawson's has done okay. I think we only make the one, I think, because Schürrle's not been great for me so far. And I think he'd probably be a better player off the bench. Although he got man of the match in the last game, I think we could do probably a bit more pace on that wing with Kamara, who's going to offer that sort of unknown quantity. But it's going to be a hard game against Leicester. And even if we don't win it, it's not panic stations really, because we're doing okay so far. And we've got Newcastle away in the next episode, which I will get onto after this one. But this man's been fantastic from Mitrovic. I don't know, I'm going to have to turn that time shooting off. It doesn't come up for me in the games, luckily, but for this training draw, I don't understand why they want you on it for some reason, but he's been fantastic. 11 goals this season. Might be a bit of interest in him in January, so we have to do our best to keep hold of him. Again, there we go.
To the goals he scored already this season. He's already the top.
No surprise why he's top goal scorer.
What a
He's
match.
top goal scorer in real life at the
Live.
time of recording this with 5 goals. I'm not sure by the time when this goes out. I don't know whether he still will be or not. I don't know.
We should have a fine game for
I don't want to skip it too much. Right, here we go. We're going to leave it like this now so we can see the team lineup. So I skipped it a bit too quickly last time and I got it mixed up. See there, 3rd versus 6th again. They're quite a hard last 2 games, playing against teams in and around us in the table, so it's going to be another hard one. As you can see here, I've kept the team relatively the same for large parts of the season. I've only made 1 change there, and I think we're going to change it up a little bit more for Newcastle. I might make a number of changes. Might give a couple of opportunities to some fringe players who haven't had minutes. So we're doing okay this season, so I don't really think we have to immediately go to hit the panic stations yet. Obviously, January transfer in around the corner, as I've said. Looking at some of the players. Okay, Leicester are playing probably a weaker team. I think there's Hamza Chowdhury there as well. He's a good young lad, but our lineup's come out now. Rico in between the sticks. As you all know, the team's the same as we've seen. So I'll shut up for this part, and when Leicester come through, we'll mention about theirs. That midfield three's been superb this season, though, for me. In the front 3 here of Kamara, Mitrovic, and Sessegnon as well. And there's our substitutes bench. It's a well-stacked bench, plenty of options across the team. Right, Leicester have got Danny Ward in goal. Okay, he played well last night in the Carabao Cup then. Pereira, Hughes, Morgan, Callum Elder. Okay, there's no Harry Maguire, no slaphead. Okay, Chowdhury, Ndidi, Umar, Iheanacho, Mark Albrighton lead the front 3 with that. It's Jamie Okazaki up front. Okay, there's no Jamie Vardy then. I'll tell you what, I fancy my chances then. If they're not going to play their star striker and they're going to play a weak team against us, then fingers crossed we can give them a game. But it's a big test for us, and they're 3rd in the table for a reason, so we don't want to get too excited here.
Now
Iheanacho comes through into Chowdhury. Tell you what, that's why they're 3rd. That's why they're 3rd in the table.
Good contact on the ball.
We're going to be on our A game here. Osu Mensah.
Tom Kearney. Zambo Anguissa.
So stretch the place. It's good. Getting on the pitch nice and early. The defending there from Pereira.
The ball away like that.
All the way back. Come on, we can try and press them here. Come on, let's get on the pitch a bit. Try and press them.
Now it's Kelechi Iheanacho. Now the possibility for a cross.
Oh, lovely turn inside from Pereira. That's a good turn. Is he going to do much with it? He goes back, kind of. Plays it in. Good block. We do somehow manage to push them up.
Piece of interplay between the two.
Right, it's not over here. They come for another wave. Wave after wave here, Leicester. Different to what we played against West Ham. They actually want to have a go at us. West Ham were more happy to sit back and then hit us on the counter-attack. Leicester are taking us on man for man.
Indeed.
They're not doing much with the ball.
Going on here. Okazaki.
Flipping heck. Chance to counter here.
A chance to break away now on the counter.
Over the top. Go on, Mitro.
Well, there's one for him to chase in behind. Opposition slow to get the shot's on. He's blocked.
Early chance on the counter-attack. Positive start though.
Camera. Tom Kearney.
Mitrovic. Oh, he's at the post.
Off the outside of the post.
Right, it's better. We've settled down now. We've settled. After a bit of a shaky start there, Leicester indicating they're setting us to out early, trying to take us on a bit there. So we are going to have to be a bit braver in terms of going forward. I've been asking my players to do a bit in recent games, so going to get it wide again. People may think, well, I like to go wide so much. When you've got someone like Mitrovic in the box, who's a very physical presence, you are going to want to try and look to try and play through the thirds and then try and get the ball wide because he's a very talented player.
Between the two of them.
Made the wrong choice there. Probably should have put that up in the air then for him, but Leicester come forward again. Iheanacho on the counter-attack. We've just got to be careful here. It's a good challenge from Chambers. Well in. Defensively to a man, we've done well so far in recent episodes in terms of shutting out the opposition. Crowd's starting to wake up a bit now.
This could be dangerous in a wide position.
Good ball left. Inside.
Good vision.
Ooh.
Tom Kearney.
Sorry, oh my God. Right in the face. Right in the face.
Game, intercepting.
I want to see a replay. I'm sorry, I want to see a replay. He's just got an absolute Seri Parder right in the kisser. It's like just smack him right in the face. Oh, flipping out. Look at that. Look, smash, bang, knockout, double kill.
It's Kelechi Iheanacho.
Yes, Mawson, that's a superb bit of defending. That's it, Mitrovic knock it off to Kearney. Tom Kearney. Ah.
Very sharp.
Would have thought last FIFA that would have probably gone in, but the keepers have been improved recently, so not the greatest of finishes really, but you can see why. It's good save from the good young goalkeeper in Danny Ward. And Gisa there, terror. That Fosu meant for Ryan Gisa, I'm not too sure. Oh, it's a terrible pass given away.
Andre Frank, Sambo and Gisa.
Come on, Joe Bryan, got the overlap, son. Thank you very much.
Can really get at the opposition
inviting
here.
Ball into the middle. There's Tom Kearney. There's 1-0. Get in there. Beautiful finish from TC. The stabs at the ball and it goes right into the corner. It's good work from Fulham, and on the half-time we do take that lead. Been a bit of a fruitful Christmas period for us in terms of really stringing together some results. Good work from Joe Bryan there. Aimed for the ball into Kearney. He gets in front of his man. Steers that. That's a great little improvisation. Buries it into the corner. I believe that's his first of the season for us, I think. No, second in fact. Third, sorry. 1-0 though. Good time to score a goal on top of the half-time interval. Could be a big 6 points this episode for us, and I'm happy about that. Let's get to the break at 1-0, and we can build again into the second half. Good tackle from Kamara. Some of these challenges we put in the first half have been really spot on, and we got Leicester really on the back foot. Half time, get in. It's a good start. I think we found the thing we're playing so well. We found that settled team now, and we're finding that nice balance between certain players. Vardy's coming on at half time, and you can see why, because Okazaki was really done nothing really all game, and he's probably been basically a spectator in terms of his performance, and Vardy's gone for that bit more of work rate from the back line, so we just have to be a bit switched on here.
Now it's Kelechi Iheanacho.
Hold it. Put it over the top. Not the greatest of passes. Just got to make sure we keep our midfield back here. We don't want the midfield getting overrun. It's been quite a common theme in games. Even though we're winning games, we've not been too convincing in them. That's it. Oh my God, you put a little tap on wide, just pass to the bloke next to you, and it went all the way along the side of the pitch there, trying to switch the play to a player I didn't want it to go to. Frustrating. Oh my God, he's been sold like a kipper. Done up like a kipper there.
Lost the ball here, Leicester.
Chest it back to keeper. We'll take that. Right, we're going to roll it out. Risky playing it out from the back like this. It's risky football, but it's the way I want to play. I want to get it out wide into the areas, through the thirds as well, and really start to try and test.
Of the Premier League fixture, Fulham, they'll be facing Newcastle United away from home.
Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about this one. Looking forward to it.
That's it.
They've got numbers in this attack, and it looks dangerous.
I was hoping Mitrovic would have continued his run because I saw him make a nice little run to the box, and I thought if I can play it in, then we might actually get a nice little spin. Right, I think the main thing is really trying to just give that midfield a bit more of an oomph there. So I think Johansson will come on for Seri, and McDonald will come in for Kearney as well. Just bringing two midfielders really, trying to shore it up a bit. They've played quite a lot of football in terms of recent games, so we're going to give them a bit of a rest. Right, here's Vardy. That's what they want to try and do. Balls into the channel here. Vardy's going to try and hold it up, but luckily we've read that.
The two managers have summed it
Good
up.
play, hooked away from Joe Bryan.
Saw that coming and intercepted. Bit of space for him. Now out on the wing. Hughes.
Good play from Sessegnon. Keep pressing him, Sess. That's it. You're going to get the ball from a minute. You've just got to be a bit patient. There you go. There's your reward. Good teasing ball in. Oh my God.
Back to the keeper.
Joe Bryan there, superb. We win a free kick from there as well. It's good. That's what you want to do. You want to see players running in there, risking it. Triple sub here for us. Antonio come on. Vietto's going to get a run out in the next game. Who's that? Is that Mawson? Right. I don't want to play it short to him, do I, of all people? So we're going to go to Johansson there, I think.
Johansson. Zambo Anguissa.
There's a ball.
Trying to get behind the defenders to get in a good cross. And shoots!
Ah.
Tried to find
Clever little bit of clever routine there. Clever.
The number short.
Yes, he took it early though.
Danny Ward will wallop it up pitch, looking to try and destroy us, but it's not going to work. Mawson in there. That's good.
Kevin McDonald. Antonio.
Unlucky Kevin, unlucky Kev. Good rise.
Andre Frank, Zambo Anguissa.
Oh, that lovely little pass
Just
there.
got back in the striker there to get the ball in midfield.
Sessegnon's going to try and get through. Oh, good defending there from Leicester.
Well, that'll be a throw. Camara. Kevin McDonald. Zambo Anguissa. Johansson.
Oh, he nutmegged him, but the complete wrong angle there.
Now Gilavogi.
Right. Gilavogi playing on for Leicester as well. A target who we did look at briefly in the summer, in real life and on the game as well. But we've got our midfield man in Anguissa, really, and he's an absolute G in the midfield for me.
Yeah, Fulham go up against Newcastle United after this.
Antonio coming around the back, corner ball.
84th
84th minute. Umar coming off. Is that Chick Diabate coming on? In fact, it's a great call. Is it? What a call that was, didn't even realise. Get in. Your knowledge is on point. Have a bash, Chambers. Have a big bash. Oh, that was floating in the top corner there. So they're going for it now. Chick Diabate coming on. Okay. Alright, ultra defensive. We're just going to try and hang on here. 87 minutes. We don't want to balls it up.
Stopping the pass getting through with good piece of...
Alright, it should be okay now. I'm staying in possession of the football. I'm not going to lose it. Actually, look, this is what frustrates me here. Just from playing a game to want to make it competitive. Why teams don't want to come out and press you so late on in the game? They're chasing the game. They want an equaliser. We're going to win the game again. We're going to win another game here. And they don't want to come out and get you. We win the game 1-0 again. It's back-to-back 1-0 wins here. They just don't seem to want to come and chase you with the ball. It makes my life easy. And we won another game here. And I don't like winning all these games, but I can't help it. They don't want to come out and press me. Then what more can I do? I'm only doing what I can and playing the way I can. But if they don't like that, then they don't like that. But that's where we're going to leave this episode, guys. You can see we're now sitting in the top 4. 1 point off first. So this could be big next episode. If you do enjoy it, guys, though, as I said, the usual, thumbs up. Subscribe as well if you're new. The absolute support has been fantastic. I'm loving doing this. The support I've got is brilliantly. Loads of people seem to be enjoying it. So as I said, like, subscribe, and we'll see you all next episode.